Hey everybody, Laura with Black and White Heart Tarot and Adventure. Checking in with you, okay? I hope everybody's having a good week. It looks like that looks like so far I'm putting out like 2 videos. One in the middle of the week sometime and then one on the weekend, um, if at all possible. And trying to stay consistent with that with a lot of other things going on. Just like everybody else, I work, I've trying to get strict with my workout routines again, learning, trying to learn more and more about the cards and the meanings, even though I don't necessarily read like super traditionally like tarot spreads. I'd still like to have, gain more and more knowledge, which I will over time. Of course, when you do things repeatedly, you retain them, right? But mostly I bring up topics and I let my guides and the cards kind of give me a jump off point um, to uh, like fill in the message, it's late as usual. I'm always sitting down late. So this time of night I've worked all day and done a lot of other things. So when it's late, I get a little, sometimes I have to search for words, it's not like I'm like first thing in the morning, up and you guys get it, right? Please like my videos if you get anything out of them, or share them if you can. Subscribe if you want to, say hello in the comments. I'd still like it to grow, so, steady as she goes, but it would help if you guys um, can interact a little bit if I'm very friendly. So, you know, that is part of the point of this is, having a friendly community where we can all do comments like, and be polite with each other and have a friendly, base where we can pop in during the day when we might want to just feel like we belong, um, to, a community. And, it doesn't matter if we see each other face to face. It's energetic, and it's also, can be worldwide. So great, right? Okay, so one thing is going to be joking. It's funny, but it's funny. It is funny, but it's not. I mean, let's lead off with the funny part, okay? Oh, Lord. So I go to get a few things from the store, which is like, I'm beginning to like to go to stores less and less, okay? I'm starting to understand like online shopping. And don't you know, I'm in the store for 2 seconds, and sure enough, this man is. Now he was nice and he was funny and he was very funny. So it was lighthearted. But how are you gonna roll up on your scooter, okay? The store. This is gonna sound cruel, but for real, guys, I mean seriously, you're how old? Now you know your legs aren't even working at this point, and you're still gonna shoot your shot, huh? I mean, really though, does it ever end? How in He was funny. He was funny. Look, the old guy had some game. He comes up and the very first thing he says is, "You got a ring?" He's like, "What? How did he say it?" I think he just flat out said, "Do you want a ring on your?" Either do you got a ring? No, I think he said, "Do you want a ring on your finger?" I don't know, but I was like, no. course he does this all around the store, which is where I'm going to lead up to, okay? And this is what our message will be about tonight. Then, I gave him time because he was old, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy for real, still shooting his shot, can't even get up on his 2 feet anymore. He's still going for it, okay? Um, he he pulls out a little piece of paper, like he's got this thing all planned, like he does this all day. He pulls out this little piece of paper, and it says on it, or he's like, again, I'm tired, I'm sorry, it was way funnier if you were there, it was actually pretty hilarious. He's like, do you want my number? And then he pulls out a piece of paper, and the little piece of paper has not his actual phone number, but it says my number on it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this guy has got this whole game planned out. He does this like every day. He probably goes up and down the aisles in Walmart all day long. But he was funny. I laughed at him. I was like, oh my God, you are way too much. I was like, so leads up into, okay, so that was funny and ridiculous and still offensive, you know. But I'll give him a break, being that he was like 75. Okay. The point is does it ever end for you guys? Like, first of all, let me just say, as a female, as a grown adult woman, or a young woman, or anybody out there in the world, we know your game, guys of all ages, not just dorks. When you approach us in the grocery store, especially, we know you do that like all the time. Okay, stop. It's gross. It's creepy. It is creepy. There's nothing else to say about it. If you don't think that I think that you spend, I used to date somebody that went to the grocery store like 15 times a week. Now, what guy goes to the store 15 times a week for real though, like, or at all for that matter? You don't think that I know that he was just going to the grocery store to try to hook up and meet with people? I mean, it's so gross. Stop it. I mean, I literally used to make fun of him and be like, seriously, you going to the store again, huh? Okay. Check out some asses for me, all right? Weirdo. Anyway, gross. Stop it, okay? Stop doing things like that. Stop trying to run game continuously. Be real people, okay? Be real. If you want to meet a girl, be a real person. Don't choose to go to Publix and push your grocery cart next to me and be like, you're really beautiful. Oh, yeah. And so was Barbara, Kelly, Sandra, the chick over here, that one over there by the ice cream, the one by the produce. And if you pick up anybody in the grocery store, they're a straight hoe, because they know what you're doing. Right? And they're probably there for the same reason. Keep your gross behinds far, far, far away from me. Thank you. So maybe our guides tonight will tell us how to be appropriate human beings and give us a message about the scoundrels out there in the world, male and female. I am not trying to just say it's men that do it. I know for a fact that women do it too. Gross. Just my opinion. Let's see how we should appropriately act as human beings towards one another in life and in dating scenarios. Guides, please give me some good messages tonight to help the population in 2025 not be straight weirdos and creeps. Okay, let's do that. daily basis. I try to be patient. I really do. Why does this world have to make it so hard on me? Why? Why? We're using cat tarot tonight because I got my Elvira shirt on, which I absolutely love. Not like, I don't know. Actually, I've never really looked that hard. It looks like a big dagger on this side. And Elvira on this side. And on the front too. So we're going to use the cat tarot because I kind of thought it went good with the theme we have going on here, right? So we're going to do the cat tarot. We're going to do a crystal, and I decided to use the Witching Hour Oracle because I also thought it just, I don't know, maybe I was feeling witchy tonight because I can't go. Oh, by the way, another thing just goes along with this. How is it that I go to work? I need you to keep in mind, I work in a let's just say a warehouse type setting, okay? Heavy on the masculine in the building. Now, I personally do not choose to go in that place in shorts. No. You can see why, right? And yet, I still have people of the masculine persuasion asking me why I don't wear shorts at work. I feel like as a grown woman, I can probably get up in the morning and decide what I want to put on and why. And I'm sure you can understand why as I'm bending and standing and reaching and climbing ladders, why I'm not going to put on a pair of shorts in that environment. And then when the population is asking me why, I think that answers the question, right? Please stop being gross creepers. Okay? I love men. I do. Can you just reel in the line just on the creep factor, just like about 20, 30 rolls. Just okay. Just roll back the creep. Roll back the creep. Like, it's a lot. Moving on. Love you. High vibrational men. Okay. Low vibrational, not so much. Jeez. The crystal is going to be Chrysocolla. What do you need? Body armor. For me, body armor. And possibly a shield. Look here. Yes, Elvira. I get it. I get it. Sometimes you gotta be the Queen of Swords. These men are tripping. You know, I thought once I got to a certain age. Look, I'm not joking. I am very pleased that I am still somewhat attractive, you know, at this point in my life. Okay? Not trying to pat my own back. I'm telling you the truth about what happens out there. So if you have if you have girlfriends, for instance, or wives, and you don't personally think she's all that, watch your back, bro, because these guys out here, okay? And listen, I know women are aggressive too. I'm not. I cannot stand thirsty. Thirsty is the worst. Thirst factors are so gross. I cannot stand thirsty but people, okay? You're, whatever rocks your boat, y'all, for real. But don't rock mine, okay? We got a secret trail. Let me quicken this up because I'll just get on a tangent about this mess out here in this world. And we've got a secret trail ascension, and we've got knowing. Take the first step to buy some body armor. Because you need it out there. Okay. Alrighty, we have the Empress. We have Five of Wands. Oh, geez. I don't know. I feel like this is what we're talking about right here. Ten of Pentacles. And Three of Wands. Let's see what the guides tell us tonight. Thank you. Let's see what they tell us tonight. Okay. The Empress refers to, that's a movie. We don't want to see that. I'm sorry. The Empress Tarot card, often associated with the major arcana, signifies abundance, nurturing, and creation. It can represent fertility, motherhood, and the creative force of nature. When this card appears in a reading, it can suggest a time for embracing sensuality, appreciating beauty, and connecting with one's feminine energy. Like I said, I get it. I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased to have been blessed in the skin that I'm in. So let me just say that. I'm not pleased to have the hounds of hell nipping at my heels. However, I do not take lightly the temple that houses my soul. Okay? Get it. Thank you. I give thanks. All right, Five of Wands. The Five of Wands in tarot signifies conflict, competition, and disagreements, often within a group or involving a struggle for dominance or recognition. It can represent a period of frustration or challenges. Yeah, it is challenging. Where everyone is vying for attention or trying to prove their point. However, it can also suggest a healthy form of competition or a dynamic energy that can lead to growth. The card suggests the need to find balance amidst the chaos and conflict. It may be necessary to step back, assess the situation, and find ways to cooperate or find common ground. Okay. Well, that makes sense. People vying for attention. So when this is happening to you out in the world, you have to learn to step back, assess the situation, and keep your head about you and deal with it accordingly. Okay? Keep your boundaries, but try to appreciate that you were obviously given some good skin, right? Okay, got you. When all these hounds be nipping at your heels out here, stay level-headed. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles in a tarot reading generally signifies legacy, family, wealth, and long-term security. It often indicates the culmination of efforts leading to financial stability and a strong foundation for the future, both materially and within family relationships. The card can also represent a sense of belonging, tradition, and the passing down of values and resources through generations. Okay, so I'm trying to pass down values. So this is great, okay? So while you're an attractive human being, okay, who's probably dealt with all types of competition and people vying for your attention or vying to get your spot. Vying's the right word. Anyways, I think that's what it said. Basically competition, one way or the other, okay? You can stay level-headed so that you can have good morals and you can have a pure heart, and you cannot let the the fake flattery go to your head, and even the real flattery go to your head, depending. Sometimes they're actually being genuine, and most of the time they just want to get into your um, genes. Okay. All right. So we stay level-headed. We talk about this. We spread the message that that's not the polite way to be. We spread the message that there's much more important things than somebody's beauty. Okay. Much more. And that's what we want our kids and the new generations coming up to understand. It's not about jumping from partner to partner, trying to get uh, every shiny object that you see. That leads to a downward spiral of chaos. We don't want the next kids and stuff coming up to have that, right? Yes, that's right. All right, Three of Wands. Thank you, guys. You always give me the best messages to help people understand. Thank you so much. Three of Wands tarot card generally signifies foresight, expansion, and progress. It suggests a positive outlook, particularly in situations involving travel, new ventures, or long-distance relationships. Remember when I said we don't have to be face to face. Like we can still have a relationship, right? Even if it's long distance. The card encourages taking a long-term perspective, planning for the future, and having the confidence to pursue one's goals. Great. Okay. Um, so so if you're dealing with this, keep a level head. Know that there's going to be this kind of thing in the world, whether it's that they're trying to get your number in the store, or your coworkers trying to get your place at work and competing with you. There's like a lot of different ways you can spin this. We want to raise the vibration. We want to keep our morals. We want to keep our values. We want to share good values to the world at large, right? Because we've forgotten this right now. You know, that way you can plan for the future and have confidence in the fact of that what you're doing is the right thing, right? That's the goal here, is to become people with better values at the very least, okay? I understand human attraction. I'm not saying that I never see an attractive person. Okay. But I don't let drool run down the side of my mouth and roll up on them. It's just not what I do. It's called getting to know people, making a genuine effort to be discerning and get to know people. So I've made those mistakes in the past, lots of times. How I've gotten to where I'm at now. I can tell you it led to nothing but a road of destruction, chaos, too much misery. Don't recommend it, all right? Don't. Nice, all right? Hopefully that helps somebody if you're dealing with it or if you're doing this. Don't be a creeper. Eek. Yuck. You're worth so much more than that. You don't have to chase after people and use your sexuality, your body, or anything else to gain people's attention. It's really the worst way to go about it, and it's not the kind of attention that is going to be good at all. At all. Okay. Now we have knowing. Take the first step. Okay, let's see. Knowing. Hope you can hear me okay. I always got to talk a little low, I know. Knowing. Keywords. Take the first step. Trust your soul and intuition. Don't wait until you're ready. It says, every living thing on this planet and every celestial body within the universe has the innate knowledge of what to do. You see this intelligence within a flower, telling it when to bloom. It's within animals who migrate, telling them when to seek warmer weather. It's within the planets that circle the sun in perfect synchronization, and it's within you too. Your body knows when to walk and how to develop your mind and how to develop. Your mind knows how to learn things such as speech, and your heart instinctively knows how to bond with other beings. The intelligence guiding the earth and its inhabitants is the same wisdom that guides your intuition and tells you how to overcome obstacles and which path leads to greatest fulfillment. When knowing comes to you in a reading, it is your validation that you already know what to do in your situation. This is a sign to stop doubting your brilliance. You can't see it, but your higher self is downloading infinite amounts of information every single moment of the day and is sharing it with you in the form of your dreams, desires, and the things that excite you. Every daydream or fantasy is a glimpse of what could be your future. These are not flights of fancy or delusions of grandeur. This is your higher self, backed by your ancestors, spirit guides, and the cosmos, giving you the breadcrumbs that will lead you to your destiny and success. Follow one nugget and another will appear. Then follow that nugget and more will become available to you, all guiding you step by step towards the best resolution for all involved. Trust there is a part of you that knows what to do in this situation, and then trust yourself to carry out this guidance in a way that the universe intends. Thank you, guides. Thank you very much. So when you find yourself in these situations, we do what? We stay level-headed. We be thankful that of the things that we were blessed for, whether, all of the things we were blessed for. Kitty, don't knock that down. I have a cat being nosy. That's a thing. They won't come in here all night, but if I'm doing videos, they will come in. Oh, kitties. You know what to do in this situation. Hold your ground. Have boundaries. Don't let things get out of hand. Don't let people disrespect you. Disrespect you, even if they're old. Because they're old doesn't mean they're old. They're up good, because they're not. Okay? Even if they hobble up to you on a cane, they're trying to have game. All right? So keep it in check. These old ones are worse than the young ones sometimes. I mean, all the time. They don't care. They ain't got nothing to lose. Like, roll the dice. I don't know what they think they're going to do, but anyway, thank you. Secret trail, ascension, enlightenment, preparation for greatness. Not everyone can go. That is right. I've had to leave a lot of people behind. And I'll leave more and more behind. Not to be cold and callous, but because as I move up and I get more and more involved in my projects, my spiritual growth, and my journey in life, if they are not on the same vibration as me, I will let them go, plain and simply. No more hangers on bringing me down and blocking what I want to do. The most important person right now in my life is me, and then everything else after that. It used to be the other way around. Okay, I have goals that I want to achieve. Preparation for greatness is at the heart of this card. Those who receive it are ready to level up and experience an even greater life. However, as much as we'd like it, not everyone is going to continue the journey with us as we grow. When you shift and transform, you are silently challenging others to shift and transform with you. That's right. And if they can't, you got to cut them, out. Not cut them, but cut them out. Finding your greatness will prompt your immediate community to examine their own greatness. Some will be inspired by you and rise along with you, and the secret trail will also be revealed to them. But many, if not most, will give in to fear, doubt, or jealousy, causing them to stand still or even to shift in a different direction from your path. You have pulled this card because you are about to embark on a new journey that does not include everyone or everything currently in your life. If your question is about a person, you may need to ask yourself if now is a natural time to end a relationship. If they can't grow with you, you can't lower yourself. You can't hold yourself back. You can't squash your dreams and dull your shine to make somebody else feel comfortable. You're not going to get anywhere. And normally in that situation, it's them that rises because they're just getting your positive energy and light, and they're growing, and they're just like diminishing yours, or they're taking yours. It's not an equal exchange. Can't do that. You have to establish stronger boundaries. If you're inquiring about your career or business, you may consider leaving your current position in order to start something completely new. Like I said, somebody could try to hold you back or compete with you at work too. Could be what it's about. If you're in general, receiving this card means opportunities are available to you that few others will ever enjoy. Don't be afraid to take the journey on your own. 100%, baby. 100%. Because sometimes it gets to a point in life where you're walking on your own. Completely on your own. Okay, chrysocolla. What do you need? Without water, chrysocolla is simply oxidized copper and silica. But add water, the element of both flow and emotion, and voila, magic happens. Water is magical. If you doubt it, imagine our earth without it. With a little H2O, not only does that copper and silica become rather remarkable, it becomes the stone that the Egyptian Queen Cleopatra never left home without. Chrysocolla knows that in any moment, we're all just a few water droplets away from complete transformation, that each of us can become a person who adds color and dimension to our world. What do you need to bring into your life or your psyche? Chrysocolla asks, to allow you to shift and grow. Because if chrysocolla is appearing, it's time. It's time to shift and grow, right? That's what we're talking about. So you can get a chrysocolla if you want to help yourself shift and grow. Let's see. Our past informs us who we are and also who we will become in the future. Sometimes we tuck pieces of this past, bits of trauma or passion, away from our consciousness. These pieces of self lie dormant until we are ready to unpack them and the transformations that they may bring. Mm-hmm. Crisicola's ability to help smooth out transformation, soften and shift, whether a huge life change or a gentle shift in perspective. This stone was a favorite of the Egyptian queen Cleopatra, who was said to carry a peace with her always. The stone helped her and those around her to relax their attitudes and shift their perspectives, earning Chrysocolla the moniker of the wise stone of consolation. We all have attitudes that have become fixed and calcified. Yes, most definitely. This is what we're talking about how men and women are interacting with each other. But those days that's old ways of thinking. That's outdated behavior. Time to change. We have attitudes that have become fixed and calcified, making us feel ornery or even attacked when someone thinks in a different way than we do. Take a moment to do an inventory. Where are your ideas rock hard? Maybe it's the political realm, or your thoughts about what type of work you are capable of. Maybe it's an attitude toward a particular person or group of people. What happens if you allow a little water, little flow into your thought process? Okay, yeah, you know, as a feminine energy in this world, it's hard not to have a shield up when you have people nipping at your heels all the time for sexual purposes. It's very difficult, and as a girl, this starts happening when you're sometimes barely to puberty, sadly enough. So when I say things like this, it is not that I think that every man in the world is like this, or woman. Okay, I'll just keep saying men. At this point, to be honest with you, I think it's equal. I think women are being just as aggressive and sometimes creepy. Uh, but it had to happen, right? It had to happen. Now it's like, not speaking for myself, I'm out of that game. Which one of us can be the I want to use the appropriate word. There's so many that I could use, but I don't want to be. They're just trying to outdo each other. Let's just leave it at that. So by no means do I think it's just on one side or the other. Okay, just talking about what happened to me today. So let's just use it on both sides. If you're stuck in the thought process that those things are the right way to be, then that's an outdated way of thinking. All right, on both parts. Time to shift, and grow. The message, shift and grow. Uh, Good one. Very good one. All right, I'm going to clear that energy. Florida water. Let's grow. Right? Let's grow. I know we can. I know my community can. That's what I hope for. I'm not trying to put anyone down. I'm just giving you a different perspective. I realize that everybody cannot be on the same excuse me, the same like timeline as me, because we've all experienced different things in life. Maybe you haven't got to that point. Maybe you've never thought about it like that before. Maybe you're younger and you have seen nothing but the way the world is right now, and you never experienced different times. So I have to excuse you for that. But as somebody older and more experienced, I'm not going to say wiser, just going to say more experienced, I can give you a different perspective. And I can tell you that it isn't pleasant to feel that way. And you shouldn't do things to face people. You shouldn't do things sexually to try to fit in or to gain any type of power, control, status. Be genuine. Go a lot further. I'm getting tired. That's enough said. I'm going to keep saying the same thing over and over again, okay? I hope you got something out of it. If nothing else, a different perspective, right? If nothing else, shift and grow, okay? All right, I hope you guys can hear this okay. Turn it up. I don't have a big microphone yet. I cannot add to this environment. It is too crowded already. Steps. I only have this right now. It's late and my roommate's in bed. So the volume level is what it is. I get it. Maybe you can put in earbuds or something, okay? All right. Good luck out there. And be careful, be discerning, be wise, be safe, be polite, and don't be a creep.